people on your team who were on your team 3 years ago, left the business, came back, and they say Wiley's a different Wiley and it's a different price. And to hear them talk about their development and growth, you might be the only excavation company that helps people dig into their own development as leaders.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're doing
exactly. I
excavation
love that.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, it's been amazing. I mean, you hear them say that about you and it's like, well done.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been great. It's been great.
So then, Wiley, what would you say to someone, to the leader who is considering using the WiLD toolkit or working with the WiLD Leaders team, getting involved in our ecosystem of education? If somebody's considering working with WiLD, if they want to go wild, what would you say to that leader?
I would say that, well, in my experience, and I don't know if I was, I don't know if the way we did it was the same as everybody else, but I had a conversation with you first, which was, there was a lot of energy, good vibes, a good connection, which led to the Friday conversation. It was almost a progressive thing for me. I didn't go into a cohort first, or I didn't go to a WiLD experience first. It was a conversation with you guys that led to a Friday conversation. And I think Friday conversations for like 6 or 7 months, maybe even a year, we're just tuning in, really understanding what, or having an idea of what the WiLD experience or the WiLD Leaders is, and then progressing to the WiLD experience, going on to the cohort. But I would strongly suggest that the leader have a conversation with you guys and then check out the WiLD Fridays. And those WiLD Fridays are going to give you a tiny glimpse of what could potentially happen in joining, a WiLD experience or a cohort, because that's what it's done for me. That is experience talking. The WiLD Fridays just basically peel one little layer back, but then when you jump in, get ready. Next level is an understatement.
That's good. Change in your team as they see themselves as leaders going through our whole and intentional leader development process.
Man, the first thing I could think about is a lot of people, including myself at one point, didn't see myself as a leader. And that was one of the biggest things that going through this process, a lot of people within the organization started understanding that their role is a leader, or that they are leaders. Whether they're given that title or not, you're leading to some capacity no matter where you're at. And at Prycore, several messages, several phone calls throughout the year long, right? It'd always be a minimum of 2, but in some cases when their brain started lighting up or firing off, it would be messages, left and right. I think I sent you guys a message from our office manager, and she had described saying, hey, I didn't realize that I was this, so I want to do things basically to I don't remember exactly what the message was, but she wanted to follow suit. Now that I understand that I'm a leader and I have a role within this company, I want to do what I can. I want to maximize that. So coincidentally, she's going to be in the next WiLD experience along with my other 2 senior sales leaders. So it's exciting. And I get messages like that from the breakout rooms, when we do the breakout rooms on our monthly calls. People not understanding, like, hey man, I never thought I was a leader. I was like, well, then you point out different things that we either talked about or that you just know, like, hey, these are characteristics you're already leading. Now we've just basically affirmed you and let you know that you are, and here's why.